Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing? Did the weekend treat you well? What is going on? It is nice to see you. So, hello to Stephen. Hello to beautiful Samantha. Thank you, my beautiful Samantha, for your donation, my sweet love. Hello to Maria. Hello to Amy. Hello to Lilith. Hello to Juanson. If we have Mizrak, hello, my sweet love. I don't see anybody else at this moment, so that's going to be the end of my list for the moment. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Samantha. And just give me one brief moment here, guys. I know that I do have your questions also, my dear, beautiful Maria. Let's do this. And voila. So, boop, boop, oh, okay. There you go. So, how's everybody doing? Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? Oh, love you too, my dear Stephen. You don't eat Watson. Where was all the roses coming from? Oh, it was Samantha who had all those beautiful roses. Where is Watson? Wait. Maybe he wrote something to me. No, I don't see anything in particular that he's not supposed to be there. So I'm going to say maybe he's catering to Kitty Cat and that he's going to be with us shortly. Hello, my beautiful Sarah. How are you doing, my love? Did you go for the meeting today? Love you too, Samantha. Were you able to go to that meeting, my love? And how did that go for you, Sarah? Let's go like this, and let's go and find out what I've got. Hold on. Okay, so I have Sierra twice. I also have Maria twice, and that was Julie. Okay, so hold on a second. Sierra, you are on up next. I'm going to go on see our beautiful Samantha, followed out by Sierra. Then I'm going to be with Amy. So Amy, if you either want to post your questions or send your questions to my email, or if you're going to be sticking around. And then Maria, you don't have to make the list, my dear Lilith. Watson should be arriving soon, but in any occasion, Samantha, Sierra, Amy, and Maria. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so let me go and see over here what I've got going on for Samantha at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Sierra is going to be second. So can I tell you what color suits will be Paul and Stephen be wearing at the wedding? Can I please tell you anything else about Paul and Lisa? Okay. Let's go and find that out. So, hold on. Here we go. And that is all good. Okay. So, my love. First information for you, my beautiful Samantha. What color of suits will Paul and Stephen be wearing? All right. Okay. I actually see them both, my love, within blue suits. They're like marine blue, so like a deep blue. They're both in blue and they're both in white. Difference being, I feel as though Stephen has a bow tie, Paul has a tie, and from what I can see, there's it's like I don't know how you call them in English. You've got the veston, so you got the vest, right? And then before getting to the chemise, so to the actual shirt, to the dress shirt, you have like a little bit of a vest underneath. And that vest is a little bit threaded with different colors from what I can see. So I'm going to say that Paul and Stephen's vests are a little bit different in color. So that's where the difference is coming on through. So they're both in navy blue and white. The vest has truffled different colors into it. So I'm going to say there seems to be a little bit of green into it, like an emerald green of some sort, and some gold also. So I'm going to say the emerald green is going for Paul, and I'm going to say the gold is going towards Stephen. And Stephen's got a bow tie, and Paul has got a tie. Mm-hmm. Hey, there you go. Where's Juanson? Oh, yeah. Oh, Samantha said hi to Juanson. Has Juanson arrived? Where is he? I don't see Juanson. No, Juanson is not here at this moment. Oh, maybe you have appeared, but you're further down. Maybe that's why you're saying hi. Has Juanson arrived? No, still no Juanson. That is so weird. Okay. All right. And let me go and see what else I can find for you. No, they're not wearing white suits. It's navy blue and white. And Sean, not Sean, but Stephen has some gold and a bow tie. And Paul has got a cravat, so a tie. And it's like a forest, like green or some sort. It's a deep green. Anything else that I can say? Yes, about, yes. Paul and Lisa, and Stephen and Paul and Lisa's family all together. So what else can I say? As for the families, may it be Paul's side of the family or may it be Lisa's? Lisa's side of the family is a little bit more protective. They are more protective of her. That there's absolutely no doubt about it. I feel as though they don't interfere, but they're more protective. So they ask more questions. They try to be a little bit more involved. As for Paul, I feel as though whatever Paul decides, they just kind of acknowledge, they go along with it, and they back him on up onto everything. Lisa's a little bit different. We actually do ask some questions. And again, not because we want to interfere into anything, but simply because, hello, Joseph. Nice to see you, love. Simply because we want to know, we're interested in what's going on, and we would like to have a little bit of our 2 cents every once in a while. So her family does actually, you know, they can be a little bit opinionated sometimes, but they're sweet souls. They really only want the very best for Lisa. And I know that you're going to be wondering, is that going to be creating any problems? What's going to be happening with that? I don't see any problems. Like I said, I see them being inquisitive. I see them being interested in what's going on, but I don't see them acting in return. I don't see them doing anything that's going to be creating any problems. So, yes. Oh, there you go, Juanson. Nice to see you, love. Welcome here tonight. No troubles, no arguments of the sort. Absolutely not, my love. And as for Paul, it's more a little bit open. You know, whatever it is that you decide to do, I just kind of follow you. I follow on through with what you want, what you desire, and I'm just going to be there by your side at all times. So I feel like the relation is a little bit different over there, but in either way, may it be Lisa's side of the family, may it be Paul's side of the family, they both absolutely adore the whole idea, the whole plan. They love Stephen. They love you. I feel like everything is into its working order. I'm going to say that I feel as though they truly do want to be involved into the wedding too. So they want to be involved into helping and working towards it and planning and really just trying to do as much as they can to help out, really. Oh, there you go, Juanson. I was fooled earlier. I saw all those roses and I was sure it was you. Nice to see you, sweetie. I know you do, but they love you just as much, my sweet one. Let me give you some beautiful messages, love. And let me go on over to this little duck because it's a cutie pie. You are into my heart now and forever, and I am always going to be there, faithful for you. I never want there to be silence between us. I want you to know that I am ready for this relationship. I am ready for this beautiful attachment. Everything is going to be okay. You're going to see we are going to focus onto our goals and onto our dreams together. Yes, I'll give messages for Stephen too, my beautiful Samantha. Let me switch up decks. You have changed me for the better, my sweet love. And you're my first thought when I wake up, and you're the last one when I go to sleep at night. So, sweetie, now we know the color of the suits. We know more about Paul and Lisa and Stephen and Paul. We absolutely do. So we know what Paul's side of the family is thinking, how they're moving on forward, and how they react. We know a little bit more about how Lisa's side is also. Hello, Shante. Nice to see you, sweetie. And we also have, well, that's what we've got. So we know that everything is going to be okay, sweet love. Now, let me give some beautiful messages also to Stephen. So for Stephen and Lisa, some messages. Let's move on forward with it at this moment. Up next is Sierra, followed out by Amy and Maria. So, Shantae, there are 3 ahead at this moment, sweetie. All right. No one can ever change my love for you. I keep thinking about surprising you with a date. I want you to know that I do not want to be with anybody else. I have been thinking about having a family with you, and you just give me that beautiful spark that nobody else can. Hello, my beautiful Z, and thank you, my sweet love. My beautiful Samantha and Stephen, you will definitely be having the most beautiful wedding ever, my love. Moving on forward to Sierra. Sierra, Amy, if you want to post your questions, love, go ahead. You're right after Sierra. So for the moment, Sierra, first one is over here. And you did. Oh, perfect. You noticed. Okay. That is very interesting. All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is if you did not want to go, then you should not have went. I know you'll say, but I said I was going to and so on. And I get it. But it's really, really important. Whenever you feel like you don't want to do something, don't push yourself to do it. If you push yourself to do something that you don't want to, then it's already giving you all different kind of signals. That's your intuition telling you, wait, there's a stop sign. I need to stop. I need to reflect. I need to see how things are going, right? And yeah, so let me go and see what I've got going on. Okay. I don't really feel, I do see over here the king being the way that he usually is. So I'm going to say that he has not changed all that much. The main thing that was happening, maybe he was a little bit more with some attitude today. Perhaps he was, but basically speaking, it was not that big of a difference towards what he usually is. And nonetheless, he's the one who had asked you to go on down there, right, to go and see him. I feel like the main thing popping on through is not necessarily in regards to him. It's in regards to you. Have you been changing your mind? Have you been wondering if this is still good for you? Do you still want to continue into this? Is this okay? Now, the other day you were telling me you're kind of tired about doing all that back and forth. Then there's the complications that come along, right? And then there's the I feel like there's a lot of things coming on through. I feel like at this moment, perhaps, anyways, today, I'm not going to say it's always going to be like that, though. I feel like it's going to change, Sierra. I really do. But I'm going to say, as for today, you were a little bit into that slope. You know, where you go up and you go down onto the roller coaster. Today was a down day where you were thinking to yourself, you know what, this is way too complicated. And, you know, I don't really want to continue this. it's not really going to change anything if I go or if I don't go. Maybe it's even better if I don't go, because then maybe he's not really going to be having any problems. So there's like a lot of things that were passing through your mind. There was way too much energy passing on through. Some of it was good. Most of it was not all that good. So it's all these things kind of mixed on in together that actually made up for a little bit of the volcano type of a meeting that you had today. Now, does it actually mean that you no longer love him? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you no longer want to be with him? Oh, absolutely not. You're just finding it complicated, and you have a lot of doubts upon if he says the truth or if he doesn't say the truth often. And all of this energy is mixing itself on in, and it just becomes a little bit complicated within your heart. But I'm going to say, next time you feel this way, it's better for you to just kind of call him on up and say, I'm not able to make it today. I've got too many things going on, or something kind of came up, right? Well, it's your intuition that came up, but something came up. But yeah, don't force yourself to do anything that you don't really want to do or you're not feeling ready to do, because it does switch around. It does change up the vibes, and you end up not being happy, and then he ends up not being happy, and it's not a good situation for anybody. So, but I'm going to say that within the following days, I feel like you're going to go back up onto the top of the slope. So it's a little bit of a bottom of the slope, but definitely the top is coming forward towards you also. It's really, really, I'm going to say it's passing energy is what it is at this moment. Thank you, my beautiful Amy, for posting, my love. And you think you're slowly changing your mind, right? Because it's a little bit complicated. It's a bit much. I know. But I know at the same time that you really, really do love him. So I'm going to say it's a little bit just of that. The things are so damn complicated. Why do I have to get stuck into these complications? Why do I have to go through this? Why? And then all the problems that come around from it. Your subconscious is playing games onto you, sweetie. If it persists, if it continues within time, then I'm going to say, oh, we really do need to look at it. But for the moment, you're still good, my love. I still feel like you do love him. I just feel like today was a little bit of an off day because there's too many complications, and I don't really feel like you wanted more complications. And I kind of feel like you would feel bad if something did happen because you weren't really supposed to go. Yeah. And then if something did happen, you'd be kind of feeling bad. So it's like everything mixed on in together. It was just like a bomb. It was not a good mix today. Let me go and see your other question over here. And thank you, my beautiful Z, by the way. Z, to give you an idea. So Juanson, I am with Sierra. Moving on up is our beautiful Amy. Thank you, Lilith, for letting me know where those questions are. Followed up by Maria and Z are going to be the questions for the moment. So, my beautiful Sierra. Oh, that you see, that's it. Yes, wasting your time. There you go. That's exactly what I was thinking about. I did not even look at your questions. This is it. Yes. So this is how you're feeling. Let's go and see. Let's go and ask the cards. So do I actually see you having a future? Yes or no? All right. I feel like there's a fear of change. I feel as though he is going to become a little bit more assertive. He is going to come closer. I feel like more clarity. I feel like you guys will be together. Will you be together? Absolutely. Will you guys be together forever? From what I see into the cards right now, and I really hate to answer that question. I do with all my soul, sweetie. I will answer it because you precisely asked it. Because energies change. And sometimes when we base ourselves off of what's going to happen in a year or 6 months or 2 months, we end up making the wrong decision. So I will give you the answer. But I'm going to say follow your intuition all the way on through, because what you choose to do today or tomorrow or in a week or in 2 weeks or what he chooses to do can definitely change the outcome of what I'm going to say. But for the final answer, do I actually believe that you guys are going to be forever together? No, I don't believe so. I believe that you guys will be together. There will be that moment of, love and togetherness and freedom and the whole thing. But then I also feel as though we get into everyday life becomes a little bit more complicated. we might end up seeing, you know, different flaws from one of the other, because we all have flaws, right? And this is where it seems to become a little bit complicated. I feel like you actually end up a little bit, both of you guys, just isolating each other from the other, creating more and more distance within the relationship. So I'm going to say to you, I feel as though within the following 3 to 4 months after we're able to see you, then I'm going to say that if the energy continues into the way that it's going, it's most likely going to be a no. I do not believe it's going to be continuing. And I know that you're tired of wasting your time. So I know that into your mind, you're already thinking to yourself, it's too complicated. I'm just going to say no, I'm going to stop it. But think about it, okay? You can definitely have love notes. I know he acts into so many different kind of ways, and that turns you off. I know he does. But he does it. I also know that he does it to protect himself. He does it because into his mind, it's the way that he's always been. He's always done that, maybe with you, maybe with other people. It's the way that he is. It's his way of not showing his vulnerability. It's not that he doesn't care. It's not that he doesn't love. It's just that he doesn't know how to show it. He doesn't know how to precisely show the way that he actually feels. That's where the main problem pops on through. Let me give you some notes, my love. I'm going to start off with this little deck over here. And I'm going to open on up Maria's over here. Here we go. Hello, Peachy. Nice to see you, love. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. And may you be our lovely soul family, or may you be new to our lovely soul family. Welcome to the channel tonight. Here we go for messages for Sierra. You are an absolute angel towards me. I'm slowly getting into a better headspace at this moment. You really have changed my world and my life altogether. I miss those times spent together. You have been into my dreams, and I want you to know that I'm not going to let you go. And if I move over here, hold on, it's not what I want. I actually want to go over here. I feel so very empty without you. Sometimes I'm cold and I'm distant because I don't want to have too many hopes. I'm afraid of being hurt. Sometimes I battle between my heart and my mind. I never want to leave you, but I do need time to get my life together at this moment. I know that this is divine, and I can feel it into my soul. Hello, talking about beautiful souls. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing, Carrie? Sierra, think about it before making any actions. Give yourself maybe a little bit more time so you get out a little bit of the place that you're into at this moment, and then decide from there on if it's still good for you or if it's not, my love. But give yourself a little bit of time. There's no point in rushing anything, but at least allow yourself a certain amount of time. Let's say, I don't know, give yourself a month or something of the such, and see how things can progress, okay? Just do that for me, please. Don't do anything that is too harsh, because I do know that you do love this person. I just know that it's also very, very complicated. Hold on. Let me go and see over here for our beautiful Amy. Amy, my love. Let's go like that. And let's go over here. So my sweet Amy. Me, and you. What do I have? Let's go a little bit higher on up, and there you go. You saw Mark yesterday. I knew you'd be seeing him this weekend. Oh, you went to his concert, right? And you did manage to have some alone time. That is great. Okay. Well, let's go and find that out right away. So Amy is going to be at 24 minutes and 20 seconds. 24, Amy. Is Maria into the house? Do we have our beautiful Maria anywhere around? Just wondering. Let me know. So, how is Mark feeling? the Three of Wands. Hello, my beautiful high priestess. Thank you, my sweet love. I'll be with you. It will not be too long, okay? I have 2 people ahead of you, my love. So here we go. 3 of Wands. Also getting, I don't know who's sending me the hearts. It could very strongly be Maria, but I'm higher up into the chat. I can't see. So, sweetie, were we happy? We were. I kind of feel as though we had actually planned that maybe we could be able to spend some time together. So I feel as though he's actually reflecting onto the progress of this relationship and how things are actually moving on forward. I'm seeing over here wanting to continue the relationship. I see a continuing. I see that we're trying to think outside of the box. I actually feel as though he is somewhat a little bit actually dependent onto you, my sweet love. So I feel like the time that he actually spends with you is beautiful healing time. It's fun, you know, it's different. But at the same time, it's very, very healing. So there's like a lot of beautiful attributes, I'm going to say, that are actually related and attached to the relationship that you guys have, as much for you as for him. So I'm going to say he did have a really, really good time, sweetie. Mark and Cancer, sun up until they go to sleep. We're going to switch on up decks with that one. Mark with and Cancer. So Mark and Amy, sun up until they go to sleep. All right. So, sweetie, as for Mark, he needs to put himself back into the hermit zone because of the third party, but he's definitely coming on back towards you. So I'm going to say he loves spending time with you. He always has a really, really, really good time. I know he doesn't always show it to you throughout the week. He's not always there, doesn't always answer, not always the sweetest as possible or the kindest or the more thoughtful, but it does not change the actual fact that he wants more of our beautiful Amy. And Cancer with Amy, sun up until he goes to sleep. Cancer with Amy, sun up until he goes to sleep. Okay, getting over here the Justice, getting also our 10 of Swords. What actually happens over here with him is the following. 10 of Swords popping on through is telling me over here that there's like this, we don't want to have an ending. We just don't. We don't want to have any endings whatsoever. My Justice is telling me that, you know, life has been a little bit unfair. It is a little bit unfair at this moment. And our Hanged Man, it's as if he actually wants modifications and changes. This is what he's thinking about during the day. You guys are stuck into a place where, it looks like it's ending, but we don't want it to end. And we kind of feel like it's unfair, but we don't really know what to do in order to make it move on forward, because he's not really ready to give anything to move on forward. He knows very well that if he was able to emotionally make those moves and to really be with you and to commit with you, he knows that you'd actually go the other half. He knows that you'd be able to do it. The problem over here is that he knows that he cannot do it. He's not strong enough at this moment. He's not strong enough, and because he's not strong enough, he's not even looking at the possibility. And notes from both, absolutely. I'm going to use the same decks for both. I'm going to go and see the Hermit deck. And I'm going to go see if Maria is the one who is, you know, doing cartwheels and sending hearts, or if she's not here. Oh, that's okay at the same time, though. You know what? Sometimes it's better not to think about everything. Sometimes it's good to just let things kind of move on by, my beautiful Amy. Sometimes it's best. Sometimes we overthink things, honestly. Here we go. So, no, I actually don't have Maria, right? All right. So, with Mark, will you choose me? I just truly wish that things would be different. Sometimes I wonder, do you really truly care for me? If I follow you, I could lose everything. Oh, I did not give you one, did I, my beautiful Lilith? Put it around 20 minutes, my beautiful Lilith. Around 20 minutes, my love. I want you to know that I am sorry. And when you're not around, I truly am in so much pain. Oh, 24. Thank you, my beautiful love shine. Thank you, sweetie. I was wondering for a moment. Okay, 24, 24. Thank you, sweet love. Oh, there you go, Maria. I'm glad that you're here doing those cartwheels. You are on up next, sweetie. It just kind of makes it funny, Lilith, honestly. Oh, Zoritos. Oh, I kind of like that. All right. As for Cancer, I worry about us a lot. I hope that you will actually wait for me. Thank you, my beautiful Samantha. I just dream and wish about absolutely everything. I know that I need to seek for some professional advice, but I want you to know that I'm coming. Please do trust me. Oh, you're getting kids' Halloween costumes. That is so cute. Oh, I love that. I do. Yes, I need to complete my kids. I have my little girl. She's in Pokemon. And my boys, they're in something else. But I need to complete. I only found like half of their disguises. I love Halloween shopping. I'm actually that's what I had to do that I completely forgot. I actually threw away like our inflatables in front of our house, and I do mention Halloween inflatables for all those people who have crooked minds. Yes, and we had like a big giant cat, and I don't know what was it, a pumpkin? I don't know. I don't think it was a pumpkin. A spider. That's what we had. Yeah, I need to switch them on up. I need to buy new ones, so that's what I have to do. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, because he's stuck into his energy, love Sean. He is simply stuck into his energy. It's a sucky place when you're stuck into that place where you don't really know what to do and how to move on forward. It's a painful place to be into, sweetie. Yeah, Juanson, I know. My little girl's into Pokemon. She's absolutely adorable. When she'll have her suit on, I'll send you guys a picture. She's really, really quite cute. So let me go and see over here what I have coming upon for our beautiful Maria. And let me go back over here just 1 second. I'm going to refresh the PayPal. So we are with Maria, followed out by Z, High Priestess, and Samantha. And then hold on. Okay. And here we go. And I have Zach. Zach, did you post a picture? Do you have a picture with snow? What is that, sweetie? It's small, but it looks like snow. Thank you, sweet love. Don't post your question right away, okay? I will be with you shortly, love. Exactly. He's scared about everything that goes along with it, love shine. He knows very, very well that if he actually commits to you, that you are willing to switch up your world altogether. You are willing to leave you know who, and you are ready to move on forward with him, even if you're into a cardboard box, my sweet love, because you love him. Maybe not a cardboard box, but you do love him. And that really scares the crap out of him. It really, really does scare him because he doesn't really know what to do about all that. Sometimes he just kind of feels like it's a little bit heavy, and he knows that if you're ready to do all those sacrifices, and he does a sacrifice, but his sacrifices are not equal to the sacrifices that you're actually giving on out, that just becomes really, really scary. He just kind of feels like he doesn't necessarily want to disappoint you, so he prefers to actually do nothing than to actually do something. As crazy as it is, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me go over here. Oh, there you go. Hi, my beautiful Jasmine. Nice to see you, love. All right. Moving on forward to Maria. Here we go for Maria. Z, High Priestess, Samantha, Zach, and Jasmine. If anybody needs any timestamps anywhere through, let us know. My beautiful Z, High Priestess, let me know if you are here. because you're going to be the following reading. I believe Z is here, and I believe High Priestess is also here, but just in case. And Maria, I have to go into PayPal, and I have to go over here. This is the first one. All right, love. So, oh, well, there you go. You're off shopping. Yeah, you set it over here. The usual. Anybody else around? Did he think of you? Is he still asking you out? And anything new? Well, let's go and check it out. Let's go and see that. So, let's start on off over here. We are going to put it to a timestamp because, well, I think you're here, but maybe not here. You're kind of shopping at the same time, all right? Before I give the timestamp, Steven, sweetie, I'm going to say at some point in time, I do believe that it is going to be a yes, but it's going to take a time, like all movements, like all ideas, like all changes into this world, sweetie. And in some places, it's going to be more difficult to actually accept and to implement than into others. But will it actually happen? I'll say yes. All right, I got you, Z. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, perfect. So a timestamp at 36 minutes and 25 seconds for our beautiful Maria, because she's having the best shopping ever. She is shopping for Halloween costumes. I love it. All right. Honestly, it just makes me want to go outside. I think tomorrow or after tomorrow, I should be receiving my witch carpet. I still want to put it outside. And then I told my mom I want to buy a witch broom too. Now, usually you would fix a witch broom onto the top part of your door, into the inside or into the outside. I said I would love to actually have it into the outside, but we have like really rugged winters, not all that good. I don't really want to damage it. I really don't actually. And yeah, and so I said, I think I'll put it inside. It'll be safer. And my mom's like, I think it could be a good idea. If you start putting witch mats outside and you start putting witch brooms, oh, your neighbors might really start asking you all different kind of questions. Or being afraid of me into some kind of a way. So here we go. I am getting the Death followed on. We are with Maria, by the way. Followed on by the Hanged Man. Also getting over here the Eight of Pentacles. So, my sweet love, is anything changing? No, nothing. I'm going to say it's good. But no, nothing is really, really good. You would hate for me to say something is changing. Honestly, I kid you not. So, I'm going to say take a sigh, a breathing, a sigh of relief. And just take it on in, okay? It's all good, my love. So, is there anybody else around? Absolutely not. There's nobody else around, and there's nobody else new. That is a definite no. Has he been thinking about you? Well, he has been thinking about you. He's been thinking about all the hard work. It's kind of interesting because the way that he's thinking about you, yes, but he's thinking, first of all, he's actually thinking in regards to work. That's the first thing that he's thinking about. How much love, how much care, how much time, and everything that you actually put on through. This is what he's thinking about more. How dedicated you truly are to your actual position, to your job. And he's just like amazed by you because of everything that you do, even just within that, because honestly, he does the exact same thing. He gives his very all, and you just kind of amaze him into that kind of way. So is he thinking about you? Oh my gosh. I'm going to say yes, he is thinking about you. An avalanche of oracle cards. So it's a definite yes, but let me go and give you some more cards, because at this moment, I see him thinking about you a lot because he does miss you. He does, care about you. But I see him thinking about how dedicated you are and how much beautiful growth and goodness you actually bring into the school, into his life altogether. Now, I'm getting the Runner. I feel as though he's thinking that he's a little bit tired of running away. He's tired of running away from the relationship, of fear of intimacy, and just kind of listening to his ego at all times. I feel as though he's trying to make healthier choices. He is trying to make the best choices into his love life, something that he has not been doing into the longest of time. Why? Because he wants to be happier, and he believes that he can definitely be happier with you. But in order for him to do that, he's got to let go of all those boundaries. Let me go and see your second one. And here we go for the second one. Let's go like that. And here we go. Has he talked about you this weekend? Let me go see if he's talked about you this weekend. So has he been thinking about you this weekend? Again, Z, you're next, followed out by High Priestess and Samantha. So has he been thinking about you? Yes or no? And what is popping on through? He has been thinking about you. He has been talking about you, but I feel as though he's still talking to the same friend. So he's a little bit opening on up. Like I said last time, he was opening on up a little bit more. I feel as though he has disclosed whatever has happened between you guys last week, that was good, that was positive, it was strong. And from what I can actually see over here, I feel and I see him saying that, you know what, he needs more courage. And I see his friend just kind of, you know, trying to pump him up, trying to make him all, you know, big and strong, and you can do this and you've got this, and what's the worst that can happen, and just trying to encourage him as best as he possibly can. So has he been talking about you? I'm going to say that he did talk about you, and he did talk about you yesterday, not today. Did he go to see, oh, that's true, he was supposed to go and see a psychic tarot reader, right? Well, let me go and see, did he go? I'm going to have to say he has not yet gone. So he has not yet gone. I'm going to say if he ends up going, he's going to go into the following 2 weeks, but he has not yet gone. So I can't necessarily tell you what's going to be happening onto that. But it is still into the cards. It is definitely not a no. It's just we haven't gone to that point yet. We haven't done that yet. So yes, if he does decide to go, I feel like it will be really, really exciting to go on. I just kind of pull all the layers off of that and figure everything out. Okay, 3 of Wands, getting our Queen of Coins, also getting our King of Coins over here. So, sweetie, what is coming on through for you? I'm going to say, other than Roberto talking to his friend, that he's wanting to have more leadership. He's wanting to have more abundance into his life. He's wanting to do a lot of movement to go and get that progress, to go and really just kind of be productive, to move on forward with his desires. This is what he is wanting. And as he looks, I've got our King followed by our Queen, and they are both of coins, both holding on to each other, but both waiting. Our Queen is up in an upward position waiting. Our King is still getting ready to take off. My beautiful Maria, I say enjoy your shopping, my sweet love. Onto this, and everything is absolutely perfect. Moving on forward to Z. What is happening with Z? It is. No, we still don't, Zach. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. We have somebody, I don't know who. Somebody spies onto us somewhere, and I don't know who it is. But they spy to see if we do anything 18 plus. So that's why we're nice and sweet and we don't do 18 plus. I'm sorry, sweetie. But we loved your poison. It was so good. Moving on forward to my beautiful Z. What do I have? Let me go and see. You added on. I'm going to go and get the add-on. So, K's feelings. And I don't have anything from High Priestess, although I still believe you're here. Oh, you are. There you go. High Priestess, you are after Z. You definitely are, my love. So, K's feelings and thoughts upon seeing you today in your church. Is he ever going to reach out again? And also, girl, you knew had a baby shower today. Okay. Just to be curious about the whole thing. And then confirmation. Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Okay, what exactly did you want to know you were curious about? Let me go and see. Let's start this off, my beautiful Z, with the feelings and thoughts upon seeing you today. And is he ever really going to be reaching on out, right? So Z, High Priestess, Samantha, Zach, and Jasmine for the moment. All right. Okay, sweetie, I'm actually going to have to say over here, I feel as though it is a no. Is he ever really going to be reaching on out towards you? I'm going to say most likely a no onto that one, my love, for my simple reason that I kind of feel as though I feel like he contemplates. I feel like he thinks about a lot of things. He wonders a lot. And he's like, he doesn't want to stay into a place that's stagnant where nothing is really happening. I feel like he needs changes. I feel as though there's been deception. And we just kind of feel as though we're not into that right place anymore. We're not into the place where we used to be. So I'm going to say, I kind of feel like we're doing it into a sneaky kind of a way though. But I'm going to say no. So, is he ever going to reach on out again? Is he going to reach on out for anything that would be related to love? I feel like it is a no. Will he reach on out as friends to just kind of talk to you like that, into the same church or that? I will say a yes. You will speak with him again. You will, he will reach on out again, but just not into the loving kind of a way. So not necessarily for a relationship. So that I'm going to have to say no. Now, Kay's thoughts on feelings about seeing you in church today. And then I'm going to go and see about the lady. So thoughts and feelings about seeing you today in church. The Star, followed on through by the Three of Swords. Also getting over here our Three of Cups, and following on through with our Ace of Pentacles. We felt a certain amount of abundance. We felt like we wanted at some point to reach on out, but we didn't reach on out because we felt like it wouldn't necessarily give us anything in return. It wouldn't be anything good for you, wouldn't be anything good for him. Because if he'd be reaching on out because he wanted to talk to you, but he didn't have any actual purpose. So he didn't necessarily have a subject of conversation to come upon to start talking, anything of the such. And at the very same time, he kind of feels as though there's still some pain. There's still some pain coming from him. Maybe you still have some pain also. So it's like the wound is still a little bit there. We don't necessarily want to go and scratch it. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is why we've been holding on back. But are you as beautiful as ever? Yes. It's just that this disconnection is there because we don't necessarily believe into the relationship that we used to believe into. We're no longer into that place. I feel like we're into a place where we need to be just a little bit alone for this moment. And I feel like this is what Kay is actually doing at this moment. The girl with a baby shower, what happened with her, right? The girl with a baby shower. For some reason, you were not, and your family was not invited for, well, I'm going to say two different things. For some reason, we didn't want to have any conflicts. We didn't want to have any disagreements. Is there a possibility that this person could believe that maybe you and your family don't necessarily get along with other people from the church, other people who are going to be present? Because I'm seeing conflict and disagreements and tension, and because of the tensions, maybe even a little bit of a clash of ego between you guys that maybe you're a little bit unaware of. This is why you were not necessarily invited to it. And I know that a lot of other, were. Sometimes people wear masks. Sometimes they do, sweetie. Hold on. See you in a few minutes, my beautiful Carrie. Let me give you some messages let me go and see what the universe has to say. Let me go see what the universe has to say. No, angels. Let's go see what your angels have to say towards you, love. angels, they are speaking about fulfillment, about finding happiness into your life. They're also speaking about letting go, and they're speaking about transformation. I feel as though angels are actually asking you over here to find happiness in different places, in different kind of ways, and that by letting go, you're going to get abundance back into your life. It's not easy to let go. It is not easy. We always have questions. We always have doubts. We're always a little bit wondering. It can take a long time. Just take the time that you need, my sweet love. But the angels are by your side. They're trying to assist you as best as they possibly can, my sweet love. Many blessings sent out to you, my beautiful Z. Love you, sweetie. My dear High Priestess, let me go and see what is happening over here for you, sweetie. Will any job opportunities open up for you in Maryland? You're thinking about going back to Maryland? If so, yeah. It's a lot for nothing, right? Okay, let me go and see. So we are with our beautiful High Priestess at this moment. Samantha, Zach, and Jasmine are next. Okay. So will any job opportunities open up for you in Maryland? And if so, when? I'm getting the Tower. I'm getting the Hermit. But I'm ultimately getting that it could be a yes, but it's going to take a good, I'm going to say 4 to 5 months. I know 4 to 5 months is a fair amount of time, but is any job opportunities going to be opening it up for you in Maryland in approximately 4 to 5 months? Not really before. Let me go and see what else I've got. $555, Juanson. I have $855. You see how we don't all have the same magical numbers? Okay. So, what do I have over here? Sweetie, what I will say, my beautiful High Priestess, taking out this other deck over here, I feel as though altogether, yeah, I see you, sweetie. Thank you for letting me know. I feel like there's a lot of delays. There's a lot of frustration. I feel like we have a great resistance of change altogether. But I honestly just kind of feel like if there's something that you can do, I feel like there's something that you're not doing that you could do that would a little bit switch on up vibes, that would change things for you. Is there anything that you could see that you can change into the actual place where you're working at this moment? Or if you could look for a job that is not necessarily in Maryland, but somewhere close to where you're at this moment, a different company or something of the sort. You must have other opportunities that are closer to you other than Maryland that could be good, because I do see as though something is going to be opening on up and something is going to become better for you. But for it to actually be happening over here, unless you go to Maryland, which is going to take a good 4 to 5 months, I feel like you need to make a jump into something. You need to make a movement. So either you're making a movement by switching up jobs or looking around at different type of companies. But I don't necessarily see you moving to Maryland, my sweet love. So I'm going to say if you actually do whatever is here, switching up things, making something a little bit stronger, maybe it's by, changing companies, I feel as though you're going to end up actually being happy at the place that you're at. Not necessarily, with crazy lady, but you are going to be happy at the place that you're at. So I don't necessarily see you moving on forward to Maryland, my sweet love. So give yourself perhaps a little bit more time, my beautiful. It has not been all that long. Give yourself a little bit more time, but as you're giving yourself that time, also look, I'm like, let's take a break, but let's also be proactive. Let's look out. Let's, look at different kind of places. Let's see what is opening. Sometimes things open one day, they're closed the next. Sometimes, so you really have to go and check every single day. But I know that there are opportunities for you close to where you're at this moment without having to move so far away, my sweet love. And it's not going to take 4 to 5 months. So try to give it a try, look around and see what you can do. But I know you've got to do something in order for something to be happening over here. Otherwise, you're going to stay a little bit in stagnation, my love. Oh, you are in Maryland at this moment. Okay, no, then 4 or 5 months, sweetie. Nothing is opening. Nothing is opening in Maryland for 4 or 5 months. It is not changing the actual reading. Within the following 4 to 5 months, nothing is changing. Nothing is really happening. So what I will say is, still look for something different. As I said, look for something different. Look to see what you can actually open, maybe into a different company, maybe just a surrounding town that's not too far away without actually having to change states. But I don't feel like anything is happening for 4 or 5 months unless you look into the surroundings. So try to look into the surrounding places to see what can pop on up for you. I know that modifications, and like I was saying, I don't see you actually leaving the place that you're in at this moment. So you need to get yourself some more clarity. You need to be the magician. So sweetie, I'm going to say look at different places, but surrounding Maryland, surrounding like the little towns that are around, everything of the such. I know that you can do something, but I'm going to say 4 to 5 months, sweetie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, my love. And hello, my beautiful Crystal. Nice to see you, sweetie. Samantha, my love. Samantha is going to be at 57 minutes and 40 seconds. 57:40 for Samantha. Zach, I believe maybe I have your question into my email. Yes, I got you over here. I thought you wanted that. Yeah, there's no update, right? Okay, I got you. Oh, another one over there. Oh, that is interesting, Zach. All right, okay. So I'm going to go and see over here for beautiful Samantha at 57 and I think it was 40 seconds, 57:40. Zach, you're next, followed on out by Jasmine. Jasmine, let me know if you're around, okay? And after Jasmine, I'm going to go and see our beautiful Crystal. All right. So does Lisa's family love Steven? And will you all get along together? Oh, yes, my sweet love. I mentioned that into the first one. I'm sure I did. Absolutely. There's nothing happening over here that is not good. Absolutely not, my sweet one. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, hold on. There's nothing bad happening over here, sweetie. Yes, I've got you. I've got you, my beautiful Samantha. Yeah, no. So they love him. What I was trying to actually say earlier, right, was not necessarily how could I say? When I was talking about her family sometimes being a little bit of a pain in the you-know-what, I was saying that because they're often kind of concerned about her. They often try to ask all different kind of questions, and they sometimes try to kind of guide her into the right direction. But like I said, they might try to guide her into a direction, but if she chooses another one, then they're not going to stop her. They're not going to do anything. It is really just a question of that. They're a little bit protective of her altogether. But that being said, they absolutely love Steven. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And they very, very, very well know that, this relationship is going to go very far away. I'm getting over here proposals, love proposals, confessions. And I know that they already know that this is where everything is going to be going. So is there actually any problems whatsoever between the family and Steven? Absolutely not, my dear God. I'm going to have to say the family is going to be a little bit swept away, a little bit like she has Booth, Stephen. So this is about how love is going to blossom, the unity, I'm going to say not the partnership. I want to say the relationship, the family relationship, the union that you guys are going to have as a family is so strong, is so beautiful. And I just kind of feel like everything is just being into the right place. They love Stephen. He is romantic. He is sweet. He is loving. He is caring. And they could not ask better for their daughter, my sweet love. So yes, you are all going to get along really, really quite well. There's no problem whatsoever. I don't see any problems that are going to be arising. Absolutely not, sweetie. Let me give you some messages upon this. And this was for, well, yeah, it's for Samantha. Yeah. Let's give some message over here. And here we go. We are forever soul and heart connected. Your warmth just radiates through my soul. I've been working a lot onto my self-love and onto my self-worth. I want you to know that you are so very beautiful inside and out. And I want you to connect with me telepathically. I want you to know that I love you and I will always be here for you. It is my great pleasure, my beautiful Samantha. So there is nothing happening, nothing whatsoever. Everything is good there, my love, okay? I don't see Jasmine. Jasmine, we will most likely leave a timestamp for. I'm going to come over and see Zach at this moment. So here we go for Zach, Jasmine, and Crystal. And I'm going to want to make sure everything is okay into PayPal too. Here we go. All right. Everything is good over there. Let's do this and let's go see for Zach. I'm going to go back and see. I believe you want a general. Oops, that's not where I want to go. Just 1 second. All right, here we go, Zach. Let me do this like that, and here we go. So, okay, let me just go read. Okay, there's an actual update, but no update. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. I got you, and let me go and see the other one. Okay. It does, doesn't it? Okay. So, here we go. Here we go for Zach. Let me go and get all the questions. So let's go and do a general. Do we have Jasmine? Did I see Jasmine's name kind of pop on out? Oh, you did. Oh, there you go, sweetie. Oh, I know your questions are there, my love. Thank you, my beautiful Jasmine. I was just wondering if you were here or if we had to leave you a timestamp so you didn't miss out onto it. Oh, it's all good, Zach. It's all good. It's perfect. It's very you. And you is absolutely perfect. So let's go and find out what I've got. Here we go. Jasmine and Crystal are going to be up next. So for our dear friend Zach, let's do a general. And then I'm going to go and answer the other questions, okay? So generally speaking, what is popping on through? I'm going to take two different decks. Six of Wands, nothing much, no. The King of Wands, kind of waiting. Queen of Cups, kind of waiting there also. I kind of feel as though there's a queen who is there, who's looking, kind of thinking, but the king is not all. It's not that the king is not interested. The king doesn't really know what to do about it. And the Seven of Cups is like we don't necessarily believe into options or possibilities that could be opening on us, well, open on up. Therefore, there's really no movement whatsoever within that deck. Well, let me go and see what else is popping on up for you. So it's like you have somebody who is around you, my love, who is very interested, but they don't show it all that much. They kind of stay a little bit onto the side. And because of that, well, you seem to be a little bit kind of pulling away your energy from what I can see. My sweet love. Other than that, financially speaking, I'm going to say that things are okay. Nothing is really changing all that much. I don't feel like there's any really, really big fluctuations. I see some isolation. I see some loneliness. I see an actual withdrawal. So you're pulling yourself away from a different situation into your life at this moment because you're simply feeling stuck into this situation. And you just kind of feel like maybe you're a little bit repeating the same mistakes as you have into the past. You don't really want to go back to that place. So I'm going to say over here, you're feeling a little bit rejected into a certain way. And this is where the actual pullback is coming from. Eight of Cups, you're walking away from somebody. So you're definitely walking away from the lady, whoever it is that she is over here. You're walking away from her. Other than that, I'm going to have to say, I feel as though friends, I feel like family, but that's okay. There's not really any problems. Finances, neither. What seems to be a little bit into the matter over here seems to be a little bit more about somebody who is interested but not wanting to make any movements. Somebody who's a little bit caught. Somebody who's actually just kind of afraid of commitment altogether. So, yes. Ultimately, I'm going to have to say to answer, this is what I'm seeing into the general altogether. So I'm going to let you put the pieces of that puzzle together. But to answer your other questions that you did post upon, there's a fear of commitment that is there. There's a fear of commitment where we don't want to lose and we're afraid of losing. And whenever we feel like we're losing, we contact. But that's just really, really toxic. Is this person ever going to be able to do something good for you? I feel like no. So is it ever going to go to somewhere good? Probably not. If you actually just kind of poof and go away, this person's going to continue. They're going to continue, love. They're not going to stop. Oh, they might stop for a little while, but then they're going to continue again because it's a toxic kind of behavior where they need you, but they don't want to give you what is necessary. They don't want to give you. It's like baking a cake. You need to have flour. You need to have eggs. You need to have certain ingredients to make the cake rise, to make it actually cook. Yeah. Well, it's like we're giving you an ingredient or two, but you know they're going to be missing some, so you're going to have to come on back. This is a little bit what it is. We keep on giving, but hoping that you're going to be coming on back at some point and knowing that you're going to be coming on back. So next time, to try to kind of allure you back, we're going to try to do something that's going to get your attention and you're going to go on back perhaps. And then you're going to be back into the same place. So it's toxic because it's never ending. It's never ending. It's not something that happens and we just kind of close the door. It's always a little bit continuing, and that just becomes a little bit painful. Well, let me give you some messages. I'm going to go over here. I was misguided and I was blinded. I could not completely really see all that straight. I feel as though often I've missed out onto somebody so very good, and I don't want to miss on out this time around. I'm not always ready for what it is that you have to actually offer me. Sometimes I wish that I could have loved you the way that you really deserve to be loved. Into my eyes, though, I do have to say, you are absolutely perfect. I'm pleased you allow me to work onto me so I can work onto us. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let me know, my love, if there's anything else I can do for you, okay, sweetie? Ah, hello, beautiful Julie. You did. Is it not beautiful? I just felt like the most loveliest shift when I was doing that reading, sweetie. I know. You just remember that you met around this season, right? I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting somewhere around the 21st, Julie. Why? I don't know. You just mentioned it, and 21st came into my mind, but I don't know why 21 came in. I know. It was beautiful. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, sweetie. I felt the energy shift myself. It was crazy. Here we go for our beautiful Jasmine. Jasmine, I'm going into email, so I'm not going to see what's happening into the chat, okay? Oh, no, wait. Do I actually have... No, I have your question over here. I was going to say, I don't have an email from you. Okay. So, a general for the rest of September and a general for October. All right, let's go and see. Our beautiful crystal is going to be on up next. So we are with our beautiful Jasmine at this moment. Let me just go down over here. All right. I know. I see it. You're going to work tomorrow, right? Oh my God. Okay, go to rest your beautiful soul, sweetie. Just go straight to bed, my love. Go to bed, think about him, my beautiful, sweet love, and have the most beautiful, peaceful, restful dreams, sweetie. Rest on up, my love. Sending you beautiful vibes. Absolutely. You should. It's going to give you good vibes. It's going to give you good energy, sweetie. Sweet dreams, my love. Jasmine, let's start on off with September, and then we're going to go and see October. Crystal, can you please just let me know if you're still here? Crystal is going to be on up next. So, okay, my love, into the month of September. I'm getting over here the 5 of Wands, but in reverse, I feel as though you're ignoring people who could be creating problems into your life. You're just kind of staying away from them, and good for you for doing so, honestly. I don't really feel as though there's no corruption around you. There's nobody who's trying to play any games whatsoever. I do feel as though maybe more money is actually coming on in. I do. No, my beautiful Lilith. All is good, sweetie. All is good, my love. So yes, the 10 of Pentacles telling me over here that it's about foundations. It's about you. You are building your beautiful foundations as we speak, where you are looking towards success. You're looking towards accomplishment. You're looking towards building a family into the future. You're looking towards building your own business, towards making money, towards just moving on forward with your ideas, with your intentions, with all your beautiful creativity, and just making happen what you wish to do. And that, I feel as though it is the most beautiful project ever. So I know that you're working upon it over here really quite strongly, but I feel as though within you, into your soul, you still feel as though people have been unjust towards you. I know that you let go a lot of people, but I still kind of feel like the cords are a little bit there for some of them. I still feel like sometimes we think, we wonder, we hope a little bit, and that's where those cords are not necessarily completely severed. So I'm going to say, yes, and the month of September is a good month. It's a month where we think, it's a month where we plan, it's a month where we work a lot onto our career. But other than that, I'm going to have to say it's about continuing to heal. I feel like we still have questions. Sometimes we still have doubts, and it's about continuing to take away the people into our life that are really just not good for us. And if we go and see what's happening into the month of October, merci à toi, Lilith, because sometimes I forget them. Oh, Crystal is there. Perfect. Thank you, love. So, 8 of Cups over here. You're moving on from somebody, sweetie, into the month of October. You're definitely deciding this is it. This is not going to be working. I'm moving away from this person like forever. I kind of feel like you're going to stop doubting. You're going to stop wondering, asking yourself all these questions. I am seeing more abundance. I am seeing more money. So maybe you'll have more clients. Maybe you'll have more hours. Maybe you're going to be a little bit more busy with that. I do see more money coming on in towards you. I see a lot of final decisions over here. I kind of feel like you're a little bit at that wake-up call where you're just deciding this is what I'm doing. And the wake-up call is coming from you leaving. It's coming from you going elsewhere into a different country altogether, because I'm getting leaving home and just kind of leaving those roots and moving on forward. Is it possible that some people around you, such as friends or maybe more family, don't necessarily want you to move on forward? They don't want you to go elsewhere, because I feel like there could be some conflicts upon your direction in life with either friends or family, or maybe not conflicts, but maybe a little bit of some disagreements. But all together, love, I don't necessarily see any love, but I see a lot of advancement within your soul, within your desires, within your movement, within your work, and within your plans towards the future, sweet love. But definitely, into the month of October, it's like you're solidifying your plans. It's like you're deciding more the date, the month, when it's going to be happening, maybe a little bit of the town where you're going to be moving. And that's where it becomes a little bit scary for the people who are close to you, because it's scary to think about your best friend leaving, or your friend, or somebody that you care about, or your your sister, or your whatever. It's sad. It is, because you kind of feel like there's a little bit of a loss there. To my beautiful Crystal, sweetie, a general reading about you and David, Gemini, for the next year. What is happening between you beautiful souls? Here we go for Crystal. I'm going to go on see Watson right on up after. So Watson's going to be on up next. All right. Crystal. King of Wands, Page of Wands. He's inspired. You guys are inspired. You do have a lot of beautiful potential. You really, really do, sweetie. But I kind of feel as though there's going to be a couple things that are going to be happening into the following year. Now, remember, these things, sweet dreams, my beautiful Jasmine, my love. Remember, Crystal, these things could definitely change, okay? But I know that you're talking about you on David for the following year, but when you talk about the relationship, you've got to talk at the same time about what is surrounding the relationship, right? And I actually do see over here that, hold on just a second. I do see over here that at some point there's going to be like some financial issues that are going to be pointing on out. So I definitely have some financial issues that are coming on through. Other than that, I'm going to have to say over here, I feel like you guys do have like limitless potential. Whatever it is that you want, you can move on forward towards it. But you're going to be having some ups and some downs. So within the following year, at some point in time, I'm going to say around the month of January, I kind of feel like you a little bit want to just give up. That's it. I just feel as though you just want to give up altogether. It's exhausting, it's tiring, it's too much. But then things get back on track. And I feel like when things get back on track, we're inspired. We're looking more towards the future. Do I actually see any, do I see any fiance, like you're getting engaged or anything of the such? I don't see engagement. I don't see marriage. I do see those fluctuations. So there's going to be one fluctuation that's going to be happening because of financial issues that don't seem to be coming from your side, but seem to be coming from David's side. It's going to be a little bit more rough, and then that's going to be okay. It's going to last for maybe 3-4 weeks. You're going to get right back up. Everything is going to be good. But then into the beginning of the year, you're feeling a little bit down again. You're kind of feeling like nothing is moving, nothing is going to the right direction. You don't really know why it's not moving, what's happening, why he's not asking, why he's not making the, the complete commitment towards you. And he's just obviously not ready for it. It's not that he doesn't love you. It's not that he doesn't want it. It's not really all that important for him. So I'm going to say a lot. I'm not going to say stagnation, because the love is there and the love is growing and it's going through all different kind of phases, but I do not necessarily see any big movements coming upon. So I'm basically going to have to say over here, I feel as though what you've got is what you're going to have into the following year. No great movements, my love. Unless you start really, really kind of queuing and asking for something and, wanting different kind of things. If you do not do that, then nothing much is going to change from that, sweetie. Let me know, my beautiful crystal, if there's absolutely anything else that I can do for you. Okay, my love? I'm going to go and see our dear friend Watson, so hold on. Let me just go see. I'm going to take out these cards. And let's go like that, and voila. Wishing you a lovely evening, my beautiful crystal. I hope that at some point he's going to be making those moves towards you, my love. Watson, sweetie, hold on just 1 second. Let's go and see how things are moving upon for you. All right, here we go. So, Watson, I am getting over here for you. She's feeling trapped. She is feeling trapped within this love. She is feeling trapped within this relationship. And when I say she's feeling trapped into the relationship, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying that she wants movement. She wants things, but she doesn't really know how to go and get that movement. So it's a little bit difficult for her. So I will say for you that, you know what, altogether, my sweet love, hold on. Carrie's going to be after Watson. Let me go over here, and voila. So she does care, she does love, but she's feeling trapped into a way that she doesn't know how to get, like she doesn't know how to have any movement. She's not ready to make a movement. She's too shy to make a movement. And you don't always have all those, many million different type of occasions to actually make a movement. So she's feeling a little bit vulnerable, and she's feeling like it's a little bit complicated, but she's still not letting go because she loves you. What else is she wanting, unwilling to say? I'm still getting over here a lot of financial issues coming onto her own side. She's actually feeling sad today. She's feeling sad and she's feeling isolated. She's just kind of feeling like she's into her own place where it's complicated. I feel like she's into a place of soul searching. I'm going to say tonight, my sweet love, after live, you need to think about her and you need to send her all the most beautiful and strong and positive vibes as ever, because I just see over here that we've got that soul searching, and it has nothing to do with you. The soul searching is not in regards to love towards you. It's just in regards to her life, trying to make her life better and what she needs to do to make it better. Let's go over here. You slept until 8 a.m. this morning, Juanson? You did good. At 8 a.m. I was up feeding all my kids and neighbors because the neighbor was here. She slept over here and we were going to the horse class. Yeah, way too early. I was feeling like a vampire. Needed my glasses against that sun. All right, so here we go. One. Very common one, but a very beautiful one. It's all about your guardian angels are nearby. Take this opportunity to manifest all your highest dreams because those beautiful portals are right there and they are accessible towards you. And let me go do some message cards before we go into the books. I miss you so very much. After everything we have been through, I want you to know that I love you and I still miss you. I hope that we will be able to meet each other soon. I will always be here for you. And I treasure every single moment that I have by your side. Let's get to the books. I know. Oh, you were into the lotus position at 5:30 a.m. Oh my God. Yeah, did I even have a coffee? I did not even have a coffee today. I thought to myself, when I get back, I'm going to have a coffee. And I never had a coffee. Never did. I was coffeeless today. Oh my gosh. And I so wanted my coffee. I even thought, like I fantasized that I would have enough time to go and purchase a coffee, which I did not. And then I fantasized about actually having a coffee at home, which I never ended up doing. I guess I didn't need it. All right, hold on. Yeah, books. Hold on. Let's get to the books. Carrie, you're going to be on up next. Oh, Crystal. Crystal, I'm going to answer you and I'm going to go to Carrie. I did not see you had another donation. Thank you, my love. Just one moment and I'll be with you. And like, were you already ready? Like ready, Watson? My book wasn't even out and you were ready? 5 of coins. The answer is yes if you have someone's support. Pool your resources with that person and let others help you. You had enough coffee for, all right, okay. Well, then maybe I'm just feeling your energy. Maybe I didn't need it. I was feeling your energy, my beautiful Lilith. You have fueled me with coffee for the day. Oh, good for you, Stephen. Honestly, good for you. I've gotten to the habit now that my kids go to school. All of them go to school into the morning. I've gotten to the habit to go for like a nap for like an hour and a half. I do. And it does good. It does, because I don't sleep a lot. It does. Tomorrow, though, Matthias is not feeling well, so I'm going to keep him home from school tomorrow. So, I don't know. Might not have that hour nap. You drank. I know. I think you did. Oh, take a chance. Take a chance, my love. Yes. Take a chance, sweetie. My beautiful Crystal, sweet one. You already told me ready for the other one. It was take your chance. I'm so glad that you sacrificed yourself, sweetie. Honestly, I am. What is this? Hold on. All right. I know, and you're welcome. Crystal, my love. You say, hold on. I do have something that's going to disappear in like 6 seconds, so just one moment. Okay, perfect. So let me just go see. No, no. No, I saw it. You got me confused now. Oh, I know you're selfish like that. It is the most beautiful selfishness. Crystal, are you going to be in a relationship with David Gemini next year or anybody else that takes you serious, right? You know what, my beautiful Crystal? I'm going to go and see that, but I do have to say, I do not get the impression that David is creating problems. I don't feel as though David doesn't take you seriously. I feel like David is not looking for that very strong, like, I feel like he's happy the way that you guys are. I don't feel like he's looking for that extra step. And so it's not that he doesn't take you seriously. I just don't feel like he's looking for the exact same thing that you are, but he still loves you and wants to be with you. But let me go and check out into the cards, okay? Let's go and see what this deck. A 3 coffee. I was like that a long time ago, Lilith. Yes. I go through phases where I needed like 3-4 coffees a day. And then I went through phases of like now, I'll make myself a cup of coffee into the morning, but I'll drink half of it and I know it would take me like 2 hours to drink the half a cup. And then I'll just leave the rest. I'll actually forget it somewhere into the house. I kid you not. My kids keep me busy, right? They make me walk around. I end up losing my coffee cup somewhere into the house. And I forget that I'm actually drinking it. Okay, so the moon followed out by our King of Wands and our Page of Swords and our 8 of Cups. I honestly, my love, from what I can see at this moment, I do actually see you walking away if he doesn't do anything within the following 8 to 9 months. But I don't see you doing it before. Now, I'm going to have to say, are you going to be in a relationship with David next year or anybody else? You're still with David. You're not with anybody else. You're still with him for at least the following 8 months, which would bring you, we're like what, September? Which would bring you almost around summertime of next year, right? Now, I feel as though the main reasons for leaving is because you feel like he's not telling you everything, and that's why he doesn't want to offer you that grounding commitment, and he's not necessarily doing anything. King of Wands not making any action and still being quite immature with our page. Now, my love, are you going to be with David? The answer is yes. Are you with somebody else? No. Within the following 8 months, I see you walking away from him. So will you be with him forever? Probably not. But that energy can change, Crystal. Now that you know that I said into the following 8 months, you're walking away because he's not giving you what you want, perhaps there's ways through it. Perhaps there's ways to change that energy to make it happen. Always remember that you are the master of your blueprint. You can make things happen the way that you want them. So if he knows in advance what you want and what is important, and that this is something that is a necessity for you, that you're not going to continue like this forever because this is not good enough for you, then maybe you can actually change up the cards. So I'm definitely going to have to say over here, I don't want you to give up onto him. I know that you love him. I know that you want to be with him. And I know that he loves you. Love is not in question. It's not love. It's not cheating. He is really, really quite faithful. You're faithful. There's no problems into that. The main problem is he is not necessarily looking at the same type of action as you are. It could be very, very important for you to the point that you're going to walk away. But if you actually let him know and you actually discuss it with him, maybe not right away. I said within the following 8 months. Give him maybe 2-3 months. Start talking about it slowly here and there. Start warming him up to different ideas and letting him know that this is really important for you, that you need this into your partner for the long term, and so on. It's going to start to get a little bit engraved into his mind, a little bit like subliminal messages. And hopefully at some point he'll be able to do that for you. I know, Crystal. I know you feel like, what's the point? What the heck is the point? What is the point of continuing if he's not going to give me what I want? I know. But the point of continuing is that you love him and that he loves you. And where there is love, there is a way. You just have to find the way. And sometimes the way is about taking it slowly, but opening on up slowly. Don't take it slowly and don't mention anything all the way until, let's say, the month of March or April of next year. And then you open on up. And then it's like too late because he's like, what a bomb did you drop onto me, right? You need to slowly start hinting at it and become more and more serious at your hinting so that he knows. I know you can say, ugh. I know, I get you. It is a situation. But there's love. And where there's love, I say, let's not throw love into the trash can because it is hard to find. And he's not cheating on you. He loves you dearly. So I'm sure there's a compromise to be found over here, my beautiful Crystal. I am sure there's a compromise. May it be, I will offer you what you want and what you desire within the following year. Or I'm sure there's something. There is something that could be happening and that could happen between you guys. You just got to find what's right for both of you. Exactly, Crystal. That's exactly what I'm saying. You always have the choice, my beautiful Crystal. Every single day you have the choice. And this is why we try not to do, some people will do readings very, very like 1 year and 2 years and 3 years. I can tell you what's going to happen in 3 years, but it's most likely not going to happen because your energy is going to change. What I do tonight at the end of the live could change what's going to happen for me tomorrow. So if you want something to happen, make it happen, Crystal. You are the creator of your blueprint. You can modify it as you want and you can change it as you want. So what I'm saying to you at this moment is make it happen the way that you want it. So take the time, talk about it, create it. It can definitely happen. You've got this, my beautiful Crystal. And if you need any help along the way, you come and see me. You can write me an email too. I will listen to you. I will talk to you. I will do whatever it is that I can for you. I'll do spells for you to help you on with it. Whatever you need, my love. You just let me know. My email is open 24/7 for you. Have no fears, okay? Oh, you say Rudolph. I think Rudolph, Lilith the reindeer. Yeah. I'm going to go and see over here our beautiful, I'm going to go and see Carrie. So I'm sending you a lot of love, my beautiful Crystal. Do not despair. Do not give up. I am not kidding you. Every single day, you decide what's happening tomorrow. Okay? Yes, absolutely. I've got you, sweetie. Yeah, you tango away, my love. And if you need any help along the way, you've got me. You can find me. Oh, yes. I know, Juanson. I'm a kid at heart. You say Rudolph, I think Santa Claus. And Al loves, reindeer, so it's just very fitting for me. All right. It is my pleasure, beautiful Crystal. I kid you not. My email's already open. It's always open. Spells, advice, whatever. You let me know. I'm here for you. Wishing you a lovely evening, my beautiful Crystal. Carrie, let's go see Carrie. Now, Carrie's always buffering. She's in, she's out. She's a little bit all over the place. Hello, my beautiful phone. How are you doing, my love? So I'm going to go and see our dear friend, Carrie, at this moment. And I'm going to give an actual timestamp because, well, she's sometimes here and sometimes not. So hold on. Let's go. I did not do this well. Hold on. And voila. All right. So, for my dear, beautiful Carrie. I did have a good day. It was a long day, though, Carrie. It was a long day. It was long because I was up way too early for Sunday morning, but I guess I'm always going to be up early on Sunday mornings for horse lessons. But today was a beautiful day, so it's all good. It was nice and it was sunny. So, um, stayed the same, right? Did he talk with you? Did he not? Okay, he was this morning and then stopped. Carrie is going to be, by the way, I'm so sorry, at 1:40 and 20 seconds. 1:40:20. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is, right? And there you go. That's it, right? At least that. No, I'm not the Rudolph reindeer. Now, don't put that. Oh my gosh. If I even told my kids about that, I'd never hear the ending of it. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that, Carrie. I'm going to pretend I did not see a thing. All right. So, what I'm going to have to say over here for beautiful Carrie. Yes. So, he was actually talking, he was opening on up again, which is good. And hasn't been okay. What is he up to? Honestly, I don't get it, Carrie. I would have received gifts and I would definitely indulge into the gifts, like right here, right now. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I feel like the main problem that actually comes is that it's not that he receives, like he receives gifts from you. He does receive, different type of imagery coming from other people. But the main problem is really coming from the fact that he helps his friend and he gets like all different kind of, crazy stuff into that. And that's where the main problem is. Honestly, it is. Because within that, he gets, he recruits, he looks, he watches, he analyzes, like he does a lot of things. And that in itself just kind of, it blocks a lot of desire, a lot of wants. It blocks a lot of different type of activities that could be good for you and him. And it ends up just kind of a little bit almost, I'm going to say, reprogramming the mental load that he has. And it becomes a little bit scary into that kind of way. So it's like the very best gifts that he could get are gifts coming from you. But it's not a necessity for him because he does get others from other places. But if he doesn't get them from you, since you're the one that he does love, that is a really, really big problem. Then he gets upset and becomes frustrated. When he doesn't get them from anybody else, it's not a problem. So you see, there's a very, very different link between you and others, even though there's gifts coming from both sides into different kind of ways. Hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. Yeah. And that's why he's not really looking at all that stuff. He's working a lot onto the stuff for the front. I know, and you made it on in early today. You did a special to be there, so he wouldn't complain. Everything would be good. He's not sharing gifts. He doesn't do that. So is he still loyal and faithful, and is he going to remain loyal and faithful? I still see him being loyal and faithful. I don't see him going anywhere else. I don't see him doing anything else. So loyal and faithful, I will definitely say a yes. Okay, let me go and see. What are his current feelings for you? All right. Current feelings for you. I'm getting over here love. I'm getting desire. I'm getting intrigue. We're always a little bit wondering what you're doing, but we don't necessarily want to expose ourselves and ask you what you're doing, what you're up to, because we don't want you to doubt our love. We don't want you to doubt what we're feeling and what we're up to and what we think about what you're doing. But ultimately, this is what I'm getting. Does he want anything with anybody else? I don't feel so. I see a lot of success with you. I see a lot of achievement. I see him wanting to move on forward closer to you. So I see a lot of love. I see a lot of a light at the end of the tunnel with you. He is not sharing anything. He is not doing anything with anybody else, but I do believe I'm going to say a yes. I am going to say a yes for liking and commenting. Not just Cass. I'm going to say other people also. I feel as though he likes. I feel as though he comments. But I feel as though that's something that he's been doing forever. So it's not really something that is different. And it's not something that he really takes all that personally. It almost comes like a little bit of an like an automatic type of response coming from him. It's like somebody who makes coffee. You make coffee all day long. It just becomes a little bit like a cup of coffee. It's nothing all that much more than for somebody, let's say, who never makes a cup of coffee and goes to get a cup of coffee and it's the most delicious, most beautiful creation ever. Like, we have different visions of them depending on to the exposure that we have. No, it's not for him specifically speaking, but he does like the actual video. Are you guys going to get married and engaged still? So I'm still going to have to say, depending on to the finances, I will say a yes. But it all depends on to that money, sweetie. Now, is your son going to get that car fixed? Will your son get the car fixed on time? It's going to take a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. But are you going to be able to do it? So you're going to be able to do what you're asking me to. I'm going to say you should be good with it, my sweet love. And let me give you some messages too, sweetie. I know you're into a difficult place, my love. I really, really do. But you've been into this place for quite some time, which does not make it better, but it makes it stagnant. It gives a certain, I'm used to something coming on through with it. Now, being used to something that's not good is not really good. But I need you to know that whatever he does throughout the day with all those accounts, it's like work. It's like something that he does a little bit like automatically speaking. He's not necessarily attracted. It's not necessarily a desire. It's not anything of the such. Yes, he does. Yes. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, yes, he does, but into a certain way, my beautiful. Yeah, into a certain way, my love. I don't want to make it sound as though this is exactly what it is that he needs, exactly it is that he wants and desires, but he does. I'm gonna say he's got somewhat of a friendship with this person into a certain way, and he tries to hold on to that friendship as much as he possibly can. So he does, say that he does talk with this. Sometimes he talks with this person a little bit more than just kind of liking and commenting. But that has happened like a little while ago, like a few months ago, I'm going to say. So they have a different type of relationship a little bit where they comment, and I feel like it's part of the normality of it. I'm not necessarily going to say that if you do that, he's not going to like it. It's not going to be a good thing whatsoever. But there's a clear difference between what you do and what this person does altogether. Completely dissociated. I want you to know that, well, finances are a problem, but I want you to know that I am ready for this relationship. Destiny, I believe, is taking us on to the exact same path. I hope that this long distance relationship will end and we will be close one to another. I want you to know that there is nobody else into my life. There is so very much that I actually want to be able to say to you, my love. I know, Carrie. I know it sucks, sweetie, but I want you to ultimately know that he loves you. I want you to ultimately know that he cares for you and that he doesn't want to let go of you. That's what you really have to hold on to, okay? My beautiful Yvonne is going to be followed on out by, oh, we have Simran also. Hi, my sweetie. I missed a few things while I was in there, wasn't I? Okay, hold on. I'm going to be with Simran, and then I'm going to go and see Yvonne, and we're going to go and see Susan, my beautiful soul. So, Simran, my love, how are you feeling, sweetie? Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful donations, love, and thank you for your patience. What are Sonny's feelings for you? Does he want to be into a relationship with you? And how is he going to react if he sees you? All right, let's go and see that together. Let's go over here. So for our beautiful Simran, here we go, my love. This is for you. I know you do, Carrie. I know that you do, my love. What are Sonny's feelings for you, and does he want to be into a relationship with you? I'm going to say he does want to be into a relationship with you, but I kind of feel like he's, hiding a little bit of his feelings. He's not completely opening on up with his feelings, but it's like he's actually a little bit afraid. It's interesting, ain't it? And what is he afraid of, you might say? I feel like he's a little bit afraid that at some point, maybe you'll end up returning with your ex, and that he's going to end up being a little bit heartbroken. This is what he's afraid about. Interesting, ain't it? So I will actually say to you, is Sonny, does Sonny have beautiful feelings for you? I'm going to say yes. We have a lot of desires. We find you absolutely attractive. You are sweet. You are loving. You are caring. You're absolutely everything that we want into a partner. So would we actually like to have a relationship with you? Absolutely. But are we afraid of actually asking and making things happen? I'm going to say yes, because we're a little bit afraid that maybe things are a little bit too fresh between you and Raymond, and that this person, well, Sonny might end up actually being a little bit hurt and being left onto the side. So it's, yes, that's what it is. It's kind of interesting, ain't it? So I'm ultimately going to say he's not completely saying the way that he feels towards you, because he's afraid of heartache. He's afraid that at some point in time, maybe you'll return. Maybe Simran will come on back and, he'll be nice and lovey and dovey and sweet, and he'll change everything, and he's going to end up losing you, and then he's going to end up being sad. So I'm basically going to say that I feel like he's trying to protect his heart, my love. But he does. He would love to have a relationship with you. Absolutely. Now, how is Raymond going to react if he sees you with Sonny? How will Raymond react if he sees you with Sonny? How will Raymond react if he sees you with Sonny? All right. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't feel like he's going to do that all that much. I feel like it's going to be really, really difficult for him to begin with. I feel as though the Knight of Pentacles, he would want to come closer. He would want to talk to you, to try to, I'm not going to say to figure out things, but to kind of break up the vibes a little bit. But then he would actually realize this is his wants, it's his desires. He would actually realize that it's probably a really bad idea to do it. And so I kind of feel like if he saw you with Sonny, he'd be a little bit frozen in time, a little bit in shock, a little bit worried, a little bit just kind of struck. I'm going to say a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of sadness, and just being absolutely unable to move on forward. And because we're unable to move on forward, we are protecting our heart, and we seem to just, be walking away. But I'm going to say there's no doubt about it. I feel as though our hope is going to be a little bit crushed. So how would Raymond actually react if he saw you with Sonny? I'm going to say he'd be crushed, really, really heartbroken. He'd want to do something. He'd want to, inside of him, he'd want to have a sabotage. He'd want to be angry. He'd want to come on forward. He'd want to try to ruin the mood. he would not be able to do so, because it's like he's becoming a little bit paralyzed within it, within the fear, within the sadness and everything of it. Hello, Mia. How are you doing, sweet love? Nice to see you, my beautiful. So yeah, hello, my dear Susan, love. I got your donation. I'm going to be with you in just a few moments, and we'll leave you a timestamp, okay, sweetie? Simran, let me send you on out over here some, let me give you some messages also, sweetie. I'm going to give you, why don't I give you messages from Sunny? That would be different, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Let's give you some messages from Sunny. I don't know. It feels fresh. It feels different. The vibe is good. Sunny, nice, big yes, my love. Ace of Pentacles, interest, wants, beginnings. When you're not around, well, we kind of miss you, and we kind of wonder if you miss us too. And I kind of feel like Sunny at this moment is wondering, what do you truly want? And okay, and just in case you did not really want any love messages, I like to cover all angles. Let me give you a universe message too. And voila. Okay, you may be making some choices based off of emotion, so please do pause to reflect, my love. And soon, you're going to be having all the answers that you are seeking. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Simran. If there's anything else, you let me know. As for our lovely, beautiful Yvonne, tarot message advice. What does Fabiola think about you? What is happening with Fabiola? Here we go for Yvonne. Susan is up next. So what does Fabiola think of you? Thank you for the list, my dear friend Watson, sweetie. It's complicated. We feel a little bit weak. We want to hold on to you, but for some reason over here, we feel like it's complicated. Is it possible that Fabiola is not really talking to you at this moment, or is holding on back, or doing some kind of manipulation of some sort? I feel like we're keeping our boundaries. So if Fabiola is not talking with you at this moment, I feel like we're not wanting to talk with you neither. But I truly do feel as though there is a great understanding over here. And I feel like if you guys actually talked it through, that you could probably move on forward through this. I'm going to say into the future, within the following month or so, I feel as though things will be better. I feel like there's going to be new opportunities, and there's going to be a certain growth, a certain potential coming from this, my love. And she's a very close friend, right? No, she's here, my beautiful. Thank you, Lilith. We're just going to leave a timestamp for Susan up next. Susan. And let me give you some messages over here. Does that make sense, my love? Yvonne with Fabiola, sweetie. Is that making any sense to you, what I was saying? The way that she is acting? Okay, I am seeing somewhat a little bit of a conflict over here. Also seeing that there is going to be some positive, though, some positive assertiveness that's going to be coming on through. You are going to be moving on through into, I'm going to say, more hope, more promises, a better time. So whatever seems to be happening at this moment, I feel as though it's passing on by fairly quickly. Into your life in general, I need you over here. I feel as though it's kind of interesting. I feel like we're letting go. I often say there's something from the past. There's your ex and everything of the such. I feel like it's better today. I do, because I'm seeing over here that it's not as bad. We've kind of moved on forward a little bit more into the present. So it's like we've left, anyways, the past a little bit onto the side. So there's definitely some movement happening over here. Other than that, I'm going to have to say that a beautiful period within the following month is going to be coming of peacefulness, of calm, of blessings, but be careful for any type of procrastination. Oh, don't procrastinate, okay? Don't do it, my beautiful Yvonne. I love you. Procrastination is just going to push on through things that you really need to do. And she's acting really strange, right? Yeah. I feel as though this is why she's acting strange, sweetie. There's just a little bit of a something that kind of popped on through that she's not necessarily in agreement with, something that you guys were talking about, but it's nothing much more. Like I said, within the following 3 to 4 weeks, things are going to be back into the way that they used to be. There's not really going to be a problem. You have not lost your friend. She still loves you. She still wants to be, you know, your friend. So you're going to be back on track. Just kind of leave it a couple of weeks. And our beautiful Yvonne is going to be at 201. So my lovely, not Yvonne, my beautiful Susan. Yvonne, let me know, my sweet one, if there's anything else I can do for you, okay? Susan. Did I give it? I did give a timestamp. Okay, let me go and see. What is Andrew thinking or feeling about you? What is going on with him? He's acting really, really weird. Is he trying to be with me? Like, what are his intentions? Okay. All right, so... Four of Wands, also getting over here, our King of Cups, popping on through with our Seven of Swords and our Eight of Cups. All right, my love, what I will say at this moment, what is Andrew thinking and feeling about you? What's really going on, right? He's going to continue to act a little bit weird. He's always a little bit weird, sweetie. But he's always a little bit weird because he's always a little bit afraid about what you might say, what you might do, what you might think. It's like he never really knows what kind of danger lies beneath what's going to be happening or what's going to be popping on up. I kind of feel like you're both a little bit walking onto like a barbed wire where you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to fall on down. You're kind of tippy-toeing throughout, but it's kind of painful to tippy-toe through it at the same time. It's taking longer, it's taking more time, but you're kind of moving a little bit into a safe position. So I'm going to say, my love, he loves you. He's not going anywhere. He truly is there. If anybody leaves anybody, it is you who is going to end up leaving him. He's not leaving you. He's going to stick with you for like forever, my sweet love. He truly loves you. He really does care for you, but he's just not putting in the time or the effort. Was Monica at his house today, right? Was Monica at his house today? Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I will say a yes. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I will say yes, but not as love. I will say as friends. What is he telling his boss about you? What is he saying to his boss about you? Lilith and Juanson, and we're going to be closing up the lives after our beautiful Susan, okay, sweeties? So what is he saying to the boss about you? Oh, honestly, I don't feel as though he talks too much about his own personal life with his boss, but he does kind of talk every once in a while. Honestly, he's been saying that it's been complicated, that you seem to be really, really quite uncertain, and that there's a lot of stagnation. But he does love you. So I'm going to say he's saying that it's basically complicated. He doesn't really know how to make things better. And I know that you'll say, oh, how could he not know how to make things better, right? It's because it's not that he doesn't necessarily know how to make things better. He doesn't know how to apply things to make them better. How can you bring him back towards you? There's really not that much that you can do. If he wants to come towards you, it's because he wants to. the very only and best thing that you can do is to sit down and talk with him. If you sit down and talk to him and you let him know how you're feeling, like truly how you're feeling, Susan, feeling that he's talking behind your back, feeling as though everybody else is more important than you are, than Angel is, feeling as though you're always feeling alone, that you're feeling sad, that you're feeling lost, that you're feeling like he doesn't care about you, and that he just kind of lets you do everything all by your own self and he doesn't help on out. So you feel like you're taking all the weight upon the world, upon your own back, all by yourself, and you shouldn't have to. If you tell him all these things and tell him how, you really don't know what's going to be happening into the future, should you walk away or not? What is he going to do to make things better? Because this is just not good for you. It's not viable for you. And see what he says. But you have to open it on up completely. But don't necessarily pinpoint, you do this, you do that. Say how you are feeling. I feel lost. I feel alone. I feel like this. I feel neglected. And see what he says in return. Because if we all have a tendency to say, well, you're always doing this. But when we say you, we just kind of end up pointing the fingers and they end up getting upset. So talk about how you feel, how you need modifications and how you need changes, because you're not going to be able to continue like this, and see what he's able to do for you. But really have that full conversation with him, my love. It's really, really important. I will, my love. I will, my beautiful Susan. I promise you, I will do it tomorrow night for you, my love. Stephen, good for you for believing into what is good for you, into what you want to believe into, sweetie. Don't ever let, Stephen, anybody else, I don't care who it is, don't let anybody try to make you believe something that you don't want to. People are allowed to their own opinions. It doesn't mean that it's the truth. So believe what is good for you, Stephen. Yvonne, wishing you a lovely evening, my sweet love. Susan, also, I love you, sweetie. I will take care of that spell for you tomorrow evening, my love. Absolutely. Well, there you go, Stephen. Who cares? Sing away, love. Sing away. So I'm going to say, my sweet souls, thank you everybody for joining on in tonight. I love you with all my soul. Wishing you guys a lovely evening, a peaceful evening. Hopefully with more answers, maybe more questions, but more answers that are going to be coming on in. And I'll see you tomorrow. Let's meet up at 8 and discuss about what we've thought about and what came through of it. Have a lovely evening. Beautiful, healing, protective vibes. Stay who you are, because it's the most beautiful place to be. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. A good night, Stephen. Good night, Samantha. Good night, Carrie. Good night, Lilith. Good night, Juanson. Good night, Yvonne. Good night, Simran. Good night, Dan. Good night. I don't know who else is here that I have not mentioned. Sweet dreams, everybody. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.